16 events later, every single RLCS LAN is special in its own right. Here's a celebration of that one goal that made each of them so special. In RLCS LAN numero uno, with its massive prize pool, North American underdogs iBuyPower upset European favourites Flipside Tactics in the grand final. But the iconic moment came in their upper bracket pre-match from earlier.
Defense and iBuyPower, not things we usually talk about at the same time. He's carrying it. Crono, they can put it in! They stay alive! We go to game 5.
OverZero came in as a sub, but walked away as an MVP, champion, and icon. Flipside may have lost Season 1's grand finals, but they wouldn't wait long before winning the thing themselves. Italian Stallion Cux's stunning finish. As I was saying, Italian Stallion Cux's stunning finish is Season 2's most iconic goal.
Devo, Cooks here, rolls himself in. Off the back,
Europe had their first RLCS winners, but very much not their last. Shout out Remco, by the way, who also scored this classic that would totally grace SSL lobbies of today. Maybe. Big Dave defines the double tap meta so much that Oceanic players still refer to this move as a Devo. Before teams finally started covering the backboard, Season 3's grand final saw the high-profiliest double tap of them all.
They're not really sure who's going to go for the clears. Devo looks for the pressure, open net, can he double tap this in? Oh my goodness!
Devo would later score the tournament-winning goal. A little bit less of a banger though, to be honest. Devo made the Rocket League world defend the damn backboard all the way back in Season 3. Come Season 4, however, young up-and-comer Squashy Moofins, I think it is, brought out his new trick for the event's most iconic goal.
Cloud9, unable to take it, but Squishy now. He puts it through!
Sadly, Cloud9 lost that series, but their time would come. The most famous goal in Rocket League's history deserves just one introduction.
Turbo's in there, bounces into the corner, Energy still around, Justin hits there for the shot, and this is Rocket League!
NRG would lose the overtime. Boo. But Justin's equalizer remains the most iconic Rocket League goal of all time. Greedy Turbo was going for his 4th World Championship in a row, while the Dignitas trio were going for their 3rd. Also, they went unbeaten in EU League play. Also, Cloud9 would have to reset that bracket. Turned out, they'd reset much more than that.
Squishy passes to himself.
He gets it.
Can he do it? Finishes it off. What a play from Squishy and Cloud9.
Season 6 was the age of mechanics. It was the age of the flip reset. We Scottish Wonder Kid Scrub Killers Vitality had already smashed NRG and Cloud9 en route to the final brawl. North America's last hope, G2 Esports.
Very peak, midfield, he's under one, very peak, carrying this, to get it up, into the back wall, squad,
In this moment, when all North American hopium seemed completely lost, it was lost. Vitality won it pretty easily after that. After losing to the big man in Season 5, Season 8 NRG realised if they can't beat him, they should sign him. You couldn't script it. The Turbo versus K-Dot rumble in the grand final jungle went to a Game 7 overtime.
Great play to this corner, very peak, he's got past 2 players, looks for a spot, Garrett G clears the
Justin and Garrett finally had their first World Championship win, and Turbo had his 4th. Greedy Turbo. Some Scottish guy had banged on about the Middle Eastern Rocket League scene for years before they could even enter an RLCS LAN. How fitting then that Johnny Boy was casting Sandrock Gaming and Saudi Arabia's first series on an RLCS LAN.
G2 will quite happily take it. Sandrock, they don't want to go there. Ahmad!
A 0-second wonder goal to 3-0 G2 with Senzo in for Khalid as a sub. Yeah, Mina was on the map. Totally scripted though. In G2's first major with Atomic, Queso had the audacity to reset the Grand Finals bracket against them. Cue the goal of the tournament when, apparently, the new guy had had enough.
Preston from G2.
All the time.
Oh my goodness!
So would G2 have won the game, match, and event if Atomic hadn't become clairvoyant?
I guess we'll never know.
Queso were favourites at their first major under Moist. But against Space Station Gaming, they had just 9 seconds and a kickoff to save their entire tournament.
They are sitting 9 seconds from success.
Can they do it? Oh no! Oh my goodness! A complete gap on the kickoff!
Which ended up leading to an iconic musty flick.
He knew that there was the potential for the 50. Here they come. Joy Musty! And the shot!
Which in the grand finals led to an iconic Joyo moment.
Your backs are against the wall if your team Falcons. Meanwhile, Moist Esports.
The trophy was Moist's, but that kickoff will always be remembered. Rise, Joyo and Vatira just can't help but get involved. At Worlds 22, the most memorable goal would go against them.
Moist did not let this drop earlier on. Now they're up against it.
This would be the last goal they'd ever concede as a team. Rise, Joyo, Vatira were no more. Newly Americanized Nolly was always known for his passing, but none are more famous than this grand finals assist against... Wait, sorry, is that Moist getting involved again?
Staying for Gen G. Oh, what a pass!
Nolly's Moist iconic goal, most iconic goal, meant full major victory. Firskiller must have studied Nolly's full major winning play a bit too closely before winter. Turns out last minute Neo Tokyo passes aren't always the play, as the winter major's most memorable moment would prove.
He scored at 0 in game 5 to put K-Corp in this ball. Wide open, right between the eyes.
One misplaced touch was enough to break FaZe and North Americans fans' hearts and give Vatira his first major with Carmine Corp. Post Zen Vitality had won every single event they'd played in. Seriously, they were on fire. No Asia Pacific team, meanwhile, had won an RLCS game against a non-Sub-Saharan African or fellow Asia Pacific team on RLCS LAN. It would be pretty iconic if Elevate somehow managed to get an overtime game win against this on-fire Frenchies.
What is happening, Joey? There's been about a million chances.
Go on,
Another one.
go on.
Yes! What a goal for Relays!
That win spurred Elevate to win 2 series at the 2023 World Championships. By now, Zen had won all 3 European Spring Regionals and the Spring Major. Now he was in the World's Grand Finals versus Team BDS. When better to do a move he didn't invent, but certainly has put his name to.
Redosis just fakes it out, leaves it for the man, the magician, the superstar. It's the signature shot!
Who knows? Maybe in time, Zen's signature shot will be considered as iconic as Justin's all the way back in Season 5. So, are there any goals that you think are more iconic than the ones I've already mentioned? And who are you backing to score the next RLCS Wonder goal? Let us know in the comments or I will literally cry.